So Robin, this far exceeded. So your original goal, right, was $10,000. So as of 2 o'clock Eastern today, you've raised how much?
I think we've raised about $30,000. Someone mentioned to me on the way into the studio.
Wow. So how do you feel about that kind of response? $30,000 by 2 o'clock.
I'm elated, not just because of the amount, but because of the number of supporters. Because to me, the idea for the ultimate answer to the cultural appropriation discussion is not to argue, but to create space for voices to be heard. And the people who are supporting the award are also speaking, and they're saying, we want to hear those voices.
So that's fantastic. So, I mean, however, the whole cultural appropriation debate was what sparked this. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
I don't really want to take up any more air on the cultural appropriation issue, and I don't even think what I think about it is that important, because first of all, I think people like Jess Wente and others have spoken so eloquently about how Indigenous people felt affected by it. It's not my place to say. What I wanted to do was take the conversation away from that into something positive, to build rather than take down.
All right, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about what it is that you want to build, what it is that you want people to hear.
I think as a young artist or a young person, I know what it's like to feel that you're not represented in the media or to see yourself reflected there. And to make space for people to create their art and to work and to support them is so important. But the second thing is for people to know that they're supported by the community. So it's not just a rich patron or someone who's getting a tax write-off to do it, but that all different Canadians or people from maybe other parts of the world want to hear their voices. And so to say, not only here, we want to support you while you do your work, but also we're listening, we want to hear what you have to say. That's what excites me so much about it.
What is it about this issue, though, and this award that's important to you personally? Why is this important?
Because I felt I was angry when I watched the appropriation prize unfold on Twitter, and I thought, what can I do? And to me, reconciliation means action. To me, the part of this appropriation debate that is the worst is how it impacts Indigenous people because of the residential schools, the theft of cultural property, the reuse of it in a way that I think we are all responsible for as Canadians. That's why it's so important to me that this isn't about me personally, you asked me about me, but that what I want to do with this money is partner with an Indigenous organization, and I am working with Indigenous writers to have them take over the award. And I'm not the only one who had this idea. There's a writer in BC, Sylvia Garcia Moreno, who started a similar campaign, just collected pledges over Twitter, raised money, and we're hoping to pool our money together for this award.
Why is this important to Canadians? Why is an initiative like this important to Canadians, in your opinion, to be a part of?
Because it's the ultimate expression of democracy. It's the ultimate expression of equal voices being heard, and it's so Canadian. It's saying, here, we want to hear you, let's create a space where we can listen to you, and giving money, giving something over to create that space is the ultimate way of doing that. Were
you surprised at how much money in such a short period of time that you've raised?
Yeah, I'm really, really, really overwhelmed.
And here it is. Oh, so this, I think we've just refreshed this. So now you're, as you say, we're at $30,000.
So I started this, I tweeted on Sunday that I was going to do an award. And then on Monday, I started the Indiegogo, and Monday was my 50th birthday. And so I feel like it's the best birthday present because I feel like I'm sharing it with everybody.
Well, happy belated birthday, and thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you very much for having me.
Robin Parker is the driving force behind the crowdfunding campaign for the Emerging Indigenous Voices Award.